For years, I was forgetting something I needed whenever I left my house, or I would just accidentally leave my purse out in the bar. I knew I had to change something to solve this continuously recurring problem, so I decided to go minimal with my approach and only take things that I could keep in my pockets. Small items and just what I absolutely needed. So these are the 3 items I make sure I have whenever I leave the house. Sadly, like many, I can't leave home without my phone. And that's why it's the first thing on my everyday carry, especially as someone who works in digital marketing. I never know when I'm going to have to take a video or photo for content for work. That said, the other day, I actually left my phone at home on accident when I was going to meet up with friends for a drink. And I have to say, once I got over the just like mindlessly trying to look for my phone, it was very nice to not have it. But it did make me highly aware of how often everyone else around me was on their phone. And I found myself actually getting a little annoyed, even though I am 100% guilty of doing the same thing every other time. It was actually really refreshing, and I'm definitely gonna have to try to do it on purpose sometime again soon. Recently, I added my journal as one of my everyday carries, and that's been a fantastic addition. Now when someone recommends a book or movie to me, I can just grab my journal and write the name down in that, as opposed to having to pull out my phone, Google it, and then lose it within the hundreds of tabs I have on my phone. It's also been great for tracking dishes and drinks that I like at bars and restaurants. One of my go-tos has a new menu every month or two, and it's just really nice to be able to actually remember what I liked the previous time I was there. It also gives me a really easy place to write down any wild ideas or questions that I have throughout the day, which is quite often. Final thing I have to have with me every time I leave my house, pretty easy one, my wallet. It has most of my important keys on it, a little bit more on that in a moment. Fits my mini camera tripod when I'm out. And I also have a little pet card that has my cat's information on it and my emergency contact just in case anything ever happens to me, so that people will know where they are and make sure that they're taken care of. I used to have another everyday carry item with me, but this last spring, tragedy struck. I had this really sweet carabiner from CW&T, and it had little keychains on it from some of my favorite concerts. And unfortunately, I lost it in my apartment with 1 bedroom, gone for 9 months now, and I've looked everywhere. It just vanished, honestly. I'm still confused. So with these now 3 items, I do a quick check of all my pockets before I head out. I can usually just feel if one of the items aren't in my pocket, and then I just know that I'm ready to go. So now every day before I leave my apartment, I just have to do a quick wallet, phone, journal check, and I'm ready to go. So what are your everyday carry options when you go out? Thanks for sticking around. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay connected. Thinking about starting to journal and carrying one around for your everyday carry? Check out this video and you'll be able to avoid some of the most common journaling mistakes.